They say money does not buy you happiness. And that's true. That's really true. But let me just remind you that poverty does not buy you anything either. Hi there, beautiful souls. My name is Fatih. Welcome back to my channel, a place where we speak about spirituality, esotericism, and self-transformation. You can already guess by the title, today we're speaking about money. Yes, something that is highly controversial and even taboo, especially within the spiritual community. But let me just tell you this. We live in a day and age where it is no longer okay to live in a scarcity mindset. We need to step into the abundance frequency, and in order to do that, you need to watch this video until the end, because I promise you, if you watch till the end and apply the tips that I'm going to give you, your life and finances are going to change drastically. So tip number one, if you want to live an abundant life, is to understand the nature of money. What is money? Guys, let me just tell you, we have all been programmed to believe that money is evil. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are mean, arrogant, crazy, this and that. You don't want to get rich because, rich people are sad or they're not happy. They're just compensating. We hear so much bullshit about money. It's just really infuriating how much crap we take as truth just because we are not ready to receive money. And this is something that I really want you to be aware of today. Money is neutral. Money is not good, it's not bad. It is neutral, it's in the middle. It is an amplifier, meaning that if you use money and you're a good person, if you're a good person and you receive tons of money, you're gonna get even better. You're gonna be an even better person. You're gonna be able to help your family, to give a house to your mother, to build a community, give to charities and whatnot. You're gonna be able to be an even better person. If you're a bad person though, of course you're gonna get worse. You're gonna become arrogant, cocky, you're even gonna help finance some really bad corporations or brands, whatever. Money is only the amplifier of what you already have. If you want people to come over to your house, you send them texts, or you at least let them know that they can come whenever they want. But let's say you never gave your address to anybody. You never told someone that he can come at your place whenever or whatever. You didn't invite anybody for a party. You cannot expect people to show up at your door. This is like, no one's gonna do that unless that's a psychopath, and you definitely don't want that door to be opened for that type of person. So yeah, open the door for money. That's the first thing that you need to do, is to understand the nature of money. Money is not a bad thing. It is not a good thing. It is just here to amplify something, and it is not gonna come if you are not open for it. I really highly recommend you also read and document yourself as much as you can about money. I will put really useful resources down below. I recently took the Spirit Money course made by Spirit Science, a channel that I absolutely love, and it was so helpful. I read a lot of Dan Locke's books as well. Fuck You Money, as an example, is a free ebook that you can download. And you can also watch his YouTube videos. He's really straightforward, no BS. You're gonna love it. And yeah, there's a lot of other books, Think and Grow Rich, really a lot of materials and resources that you can use in order to better understand what it takes to think rich and grow rich, because it is a mindset after all. It is really a mindset. If you are not aligned with the frequency that you want to match, you're never gonna keep that money anyways. This is something that's really interesting. You see the people who win the lottery, they did a survey, and most of them, like 90% of those people, 3 or 5 years, less than 5 years later, when they went back to check up on them, they realized that they lost all the money, or they are fucked up financially, even more than they were before they got the money. And the reason for that, guys, is simple. If you are not in the frequency of a thing, not just money. Even if you meet Mr. Right, but you're not ready to receive love, you're not going to be able to keep it. The second thing that I want you to do in order to become really this abundant person that you are at your core is to try and heal your relationship with money. Look at those childhood traumas. I'm gonna give you an example with myself. When I was a child, my parents got divorced. And I was a happy child and I wasn't really aware of what I'm telling you right now, but this is the realization that I did after a lot of self-reflection and observation. So my mother used to give us money, all the money that she had, but she didn't have a lot of money, and I lived with my mom. She took care of us and all of that. So whenever I used to receive it, I wasn't aware of it, but I felt ashamed. So sometimes I wouldn't ask her because I know that even if she did give it to me, she didn't have anything else left for her. And that was, guilt and shame, in my relationship with money, in regards to my mother, as an example. With my father, it was the other way around. I used to feel angry, like, why aren't you giving me money? You have that money. And because you are, not talking to my mother and not living with my mother and not living with us anymore is not an excuse to give us less or be stingy and all of that. So, at some point I just really got fed up. I didn't even want that money anymore because for me it was, I was feeling like I was begging for it, you know what I'm saying? And that was not my job as a child, of course. But why am I telling you this story? Why am I sharing this? It's just to tell you that I still do, the most complicated childhood memories in regards to money. And that relationship that I had kind of affected me until, very recently, where I started shifting my perspective and trying to heal from that, because nothing is ever going to force you to heal without you being acceptant of that healing. So I really decided that it was time for me to look at those traumas and be like, okay, it is not really a good thing to look at or feel, but I cannot live in that mindset anymore. I am worthy of receiving money. I am worthy of receiving everything I ever desired, and I don't have to be more generous than I am able to receive, or vice versa. So everyone's case or situation is different, and everyone has some negative patterns that were embedded in him, either in childhood or when he was a little bit older. But just take a look at those. What are your problems with money? Is there, I don't know, do you think that all rich people are assholes? Do you hate on celebrities because you don't like how bougie they act? Look at all of those things that are actually playing, in your unconscious mind and actually hindering you towards reaching, that goal that you want to have, that financial goal. It is a hindrance. It is coming between you and money. Those ideas that you keep in your mind: I am not worthy of money, I don't deserve money, money is bad, I don't even want money. A lot of people, they do something for you and they're like, no, don't pay me. Well, they actually would have needed that money, and I was that type of person as well. But what I'm saying here is that a lot of people do certain things just because they have negative patterns and thoughts embedded into them. The third tip that I want to give you today is to heal your relationship with time. You heard time is money. Let me tell you something even deeper than that. Time is life. When you die, it's because you are out of time. And in Islam, as an example, when you die, an angel will ask you, where did you spend your youth and on what did you spend your time? Time is really important. We have the same number of hours a day. All of us. We all have 24 hours. The people who make $1 million a year and the person who makes $0 a year. Both of these people had the same amount of time, but they didn't have the same mindset and the same organization skills. If you are not able to prioritize and be like, okay, I want to relax, but I can do this after I work, or I'm gonna do it for 2 hours and then I'm gonna work, whatever. If you do not start looking at your time as the most precious commodity, you're not gonna get abundant. Tip number 4 is to plan every step ahead. I am not speaking of getting all the details right, because as you grow as a person, your road and your objective and purpose may change. But what I'm saying is, if you are a cook, as an example, and you want to open a restaurant, write it down and say, okay, this year I need to find a job. Next year I need to save this amount of money. The year after that, I'm gonna start, taking a course on business or whatever, and then I'm gonna open my restaurant by 2023. You need to be specific about your goals, and you need to be consistent, because every career, every goal, every actor, every person that you see that is successful, or those you don't see who are successful still, didn't do that just by accident. There's nobody that does that just by accident. It needs effort. Effort is necessary. So do not think that you're going to grow rich in a matter of seconds. Of course, if you start working, sometimes it's going to take, 5 years. But the moment you're going to get that first paycheck, is going to start happening faster and faster. And it's going to be your time, the right time. Do something each day that's going to take you closer to that. If your goal is to travel the world, but you can do it right now, at least today you can watch a documentary on how to travel the world. You can, start walking or jogging or working part-time in order to save for that trip. You can do a lot of things every day that are going to take you closer and closer and closer to your dream, until your mindset is right, and then it's going to be a big momentum and you're going to be shifted, and your dream is basically going to come to you. But now, before you get to that mindset, that right abundant mindset, you're still going to have to graft and kind of chase your dream. Tip number 5 is manifestation. I am sure that if you live in the 21st century, you have heard about the law of attraction. And I will make a video on the law of attraction to debunk some of the myths, because there's so many bullshit that people spread on the internet about law of attraction. But let me just tell you this. If you want that same goal to happen even quicker, of course you're gonna have to work. That's why this tip comes after you planning and actually taking that extra step in order to get to your dream. Now that you are taking those steps, you can boost that, and the easiest, best way to do that is to choose a manifestation technique. You can do vision boards, you can look that up in the internet, or ask me to do a video about it if you're interested. You can do daily mantras, I am worthy, I am happy, I am receiving lots of money. You can do a lot of mantras like this. Of course, you speak from, present moment, and you act as if it has already happened. That's like the core of the law of attraction. You actually feel blessed about all the things that you have in your life already. And guess what? Life gives you that, because that's the vibration that you send to the universe. When you are grateful, life keeps on giving you, because when a person is grateful, it means that that person is receiving things. But of course, you cannot do it from a place of, oh, I want to receive things, so let me try and look grateful. No, you have to do it from a place of love. Tip number 6 is going to be a short one. Be patient. Nothing good comes fast and easy. That's not how the way it is. You're going to be able to have so much joy and happiness in knowing that you are living your fullest, happiest life. But in order to do that, you're going to have to be ready to accept failure. Because if you send to the universe the idea that I'm arrogant, I'm going to do a little bit of effort, but once there is a failure, I'm going to stop, the universe is going to be like, okay, let's do it, let's hit it. That's what the universe is going to give you back. But if you are consistent and, okay, I failed this time, I'm not going to fail again, and you keep on going, let me tell you, you're going to get stronger. You're going to get more endurance. You're going to know what works and what doesn't. And eventually the universe is going to be like, okay, now you deserve it. Now you proved that you deserve it. like you really did. It's like RuPaul Drag Race versus, universe version. if you are not working and digging hard and not allowing your inner saboteur to, come forth, you're gonna win that crown. Tip number 7, in order to be happy, wealthy, all of that jazz, is to be generous. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but let me tell you this. If you are generous, the frequency that you are sending the universe is that you do not care how much it costs. You are giving a person or a cause some of your money because you believe that the universe is going to give it back to you at some point, and you don't need it. If you meet someone who needs money because he has nothing to eat, and you're not really rich, but you could give it to him, but it would, you don't want to, you're actually, you're not doing yourself a favor. Because if you did give it to him, and of course, I'm not saying give all your money away and be homeless, no. If you are fed under a shelter, you have food and clothes, if you have those basic things met and you have an extra $200 in your pocket, give back $100. I'm not that much, but give at least 15%, 20% of your money to somebody that needs it, to something that matters. Give a gift to somebody if you're not just, willing to give it to strangers, or if you don't know where to donate your money. Give a gift to somebody. Take that money away from you and give it to the universe. Because when you do that, you are sending the message that you are not clingy. You're not clingy. You're not holding so tight to your money that losing it would mean that you would never see it again. Because stingy people, that comes from the scarcity mindset that we discussed earlier. When you are in scarcity mode, you think that money is never going to come back your way. Oh my God, I lost my job. I'm never going to find another job again. No, bitch, you are. You are going to find another job, because being abundant is not about having a lot of money. It's about having just the knowing, the belief, the truth that you are going to be able to create money and receive money and find money at every single moment when it is the right time to do so. And tip number 8, the final tip for today, is speak about money. Don't be ashamed to say, I cannot go there because I don't have money. Don't be ashamed to say I'm broke. Don't be ashamed to say I'm rich. Don't be ashamed to say this is not going to be possible because I'm going to have to put my money elsewhere. Don't be ashamed to say those things. Of course, you don't have to be always speaking about money or always making everything related to money. Somebody tells you, oh, I would love to travel with you, and you're like, oh, how much would that cost? Like, no, that's not what I'm telling you. But if you have an issue, and if you make that issue taboo, what you resist persists. It's gonna persist, and your trouble with money is gonna come back and back and back and back in your life. So be free. And if someone around you, if you don't have that problem, but someone around you speaks about money and you feel offended or triggered every time someone does, ask yourself why. If somebody, as an example, tells you, oh, I made this much amount of money in a year, and you feel kind of triggered or jealous or whatever, you're gonna have to check your vibe, bitch. You're gonna have to check your vibe, because that's not good. That's not helping you, and you're not helping the other person as well. And you're actually making money a bigger issue than it actually is. Money is energy being exchanged between two people. That's it. Money is energy being exchanged between two people. So as an example, if you are a graphic designer and you make amazing posters, and somebody asks you for a poster and you actually don't want to do it for free, you can tell that person, this is work. I'm not going to do it for free. This is how much I charge. And if that person gets offended, that's their decision. That's their life. They can handle that. They're big guys or big girls. They can deal with it. So that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you took some notes, or if you have to watch this video all over again, do that. I'm gonna leave a lot of resources that can help you down below. The course on spiritual money that I mentioned, then Locke's books, and a YouTube channel, and even a lot of other books that I have read and that have helped me so much. So yeah, I really hope you use those resources that I put in each video that I make. And I hope that you utilize those steps and change your life forever. Change that mindset, baby. Change it. Because once you change your mindset, everything else falls into place. It starts here, guys. It never starts outside. It starts here, of course, and in your heart if you do it with the purest intention. So I wish you good luck, and I will be seeing you next time. Bye bye.